Hello. Oh, wait, there we are. Here we are. We're coming alive here. We're coming live to you here. Hello there, folks. How are you? Good evening. Uh, Welcome to a Zoom reading of Tilt the Unlit Candle by Ben Clawson. I got to tell you, really wonderful to have you. And here we go. I'm going to give you a little something here right here. You know, I don't know if you can see this or not on your Zoom thing. This is a candle. It's unlit. It's tilted. And there's the show. Thanks very much for coming. Ben Clawson, that's writing, folks. Let me give you a hand. Really wonderful job. I want to thank my agent whenever he graduates from agency school. Okay, getting some messages from, I can't say these words on the air. Let's get back to the beginning of this whole thing here. Thank you for coming. Really. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. All the holidays. God bless. Here we go. Now, before we begin, we're going to introduce the cast here of Tilt the Unlit Candle by Ben Clawson. Okay, here we go. Here we're going to say hello to, playing the role of Trish will be Sam Beedle, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And that's great. I mean, you know, we had a read through the other day. I was rolling. She had me, I fell off my chair, really, because it was broke, but she's great. All right, there we go. Playing the role of Freddie, we have Scott Cagney, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yes. That's also our director there, you know. All right. You know, the Charlie Brown of the show there. All right. All right. Now, listen. You know, the grass is always greener on any stage. When you have Megan Greener, ladies and gentlemen, Megan Greener as Kathleen. All right. Excellent job. All right. And now we're going to move this right along with my man, Tony Knotts. We'll be playing Brendan. There he is, Tony. Look at this. There he is. What a handsome bastard, really. You know, short guy. He's got to put heels on and he can have a conversation with you. But there he is. All right, here we go. Next up, we have, as Martha, we have Gloria Lamoureux. There she is. Thank you very much, Gloria. There we go. Boy, oh boy, here we go. Next up, we have Michelle Lupo as Sue. All right. There she is. All right. Wonderful. Michelle Lupo. I love it. You know, it's like if the Marx Brothers had a sister, you know, Groucho, Chico, Lupo. The women in the show, wonderful, talented, beautiful. The men, well, let's move on. All right. Next up, we have, as Thad, we have Gary Martins, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. All right, there he is. God bless him. All right, and then we're going to move along here. We have, as Joel, Jerome Shuler. All right, there he is. All the way from Georgia, I believe. You know, he did a show with me in Jersey, and as soon as we got off the stage, he said, I'm getting the hell out of here. Thanks for coming, folks. Now, listen, before we begin the show, we're going to have a little Christmas poem written by Mr. Cagney, and after that, we're gonna have a little toast. All right, now wait a second. Now I got to, so get a little drink, get a little egg. You know, I didn't do the eggnog. You know, the nog gets caught in my throat, so I got some milk here. All right. Oh no, wait a second. Now wait, that's my whole milk. We don't want that. We want the skim milk. All right, we got to stay in shape. All right, here we go. I'm gonna read you a little poem here. Now get ready. Get your drinks. Gather around the fireplace, or whatever keeps you warm. All right, let's get to the poem. 'Twas the week before Christmas, and all through your houses, all the creatures were stirring, wondering who this louse is. Wait a second. All right. And when they go out, they put their masks on with care in hopes that the vaccine soon will be there. And I in my hat, worn just like a mock crown, as we all settle into a long winter's lockdown. You know what? I'm not into it this year. I don't feel like rhyming. A silly poem, making light of the pandemic, it just seems like bad timing. Sorry, I didn't mean to rhyme there. If that wasn't my intention. I actually hate poems more than I care to mention. What the hell's going on? I can't stop. I think my brain's broken. And I'm rhyming more and more with every word spoken. Why can't I stop this? What's wrong with me? A stroke? Am I drunk? COVID? All three? It must be my undying Christmas spirits. It's always there, even when I don't hear it. Yes, sir, I can feel the Christmas spirit filling me with cheer. But seriously, it really has been a shit year. Getting through this year has certainly been rough, but I guess there's also been a lot of good stuff. Like the, there's the one thing, geez, I don't know, I guess Tiger King? Okay, the year was bad. It was poopy, it was a turd. And that video where celebrities sing Imagine was the worst thing I ever heard. But even though the world may be in tatters, this year gave us time to remember what matters. Our loved ones were there, whether far or near, to help pull us through this crap-covered year. So let's have a toast even if we can't be in a bar. If you drink it tonight, and of course you are, a toast to our friends, to our families, to everyone we got. Merry Christmas to all. We hope you all enjoy the show a lot. Came from a hell of a cow, I could tell. Okay, here we go, folks. Oh, there we go. All right, there's the drinking going. Now that's what I'm talking about. All right. All right. All right, settle in, kids. Here we go. We got Tilt the Unlit Candle by Ben Clawson. Act 1, prologue. The lights up. The facade of a small town church. An old wooden staircase leads to a balcony and double front doors. It is not well maintained. An organ starts, and muffled voices begin to sing. The organ stops as if a mistake has been made. Thad enters, stage left. He wears a dirty, torn suit and walks with drunken determinedness. The organ starts again. He stops. He listens. He resumes his course with a gravitational step forward. Stops. Tries to move on once more. Can't. Inertia has set in. He slowly sits and collapses onto the steps. He is suddenly very comfortable. He accepts that this is where he is now. The lights fade. Scene 1. Lights rise, stage right of the stairs. Brendan is on his tiptoes on a ladder, attempting to hang faux pine garland from the railing. His arms are filled with supplies, and he's having difficulty with the task. He goes up on one leg to see if this will help. It does not. This is when Martha enters.
May I have a word?
Hmm?
A word, may I have one?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, as long as it's a word, right?
Pardon?
No, that's okay. I'm in the middle of,
I was not asking a pardon, I was saying pardon.
Oh.
As in pardon, what was it you were just implying?
No, I was just, I was on a ladder.
A word, as long as it's a word?
No, oh no, you said a word, so then I said a word, because that's what you had just said. Did I mention I was on a ladder?
Implying it would be an inconvenience to give me more than a solitary word of your time.
No, I was just being funny with words up on the ladder.
Is that what you were being?
I mean, the service is starting in soon time, so I'm busy getting everything all, but of course I have time for a word from you, as long as it's a quick word.
Perhaps that also brief word should be used to remind you that as I am head of our fellowship committee, whenever I have a word to give, that is then precisely how your time is meant to be spent, regardless of any situation involving postponement or procrastination of preparations.
No. Everything's coming along nicely, on schedule. Just when I'm on a ladder and someone talks, I just get all...
Garland isn't as we discussed.
No.
We had discussed draping.
And that's not there, that's not draping.
Garland is meant to drape joyfully and gracefully along the banister as a sign of the evergreen in winter and life everlasting. It is not meant to tightly wind and coil like some perverse snake strangling its way up the staircase, asphyxiating the railing. It's a decoration, not a noose.
It's just that last year we stood in this exact spot and you told me garland is meant to be placed with purpose. It's not meant to droop haphazardly about like a forgotten Halloween prank. It's a decoration, not an accident.
And we can agree that both those sets of instructions, when completely disregarded, drooping is not draping, and there's a difference between purposefulness and suffocation.
Well, this is the last bit here. I mean, it's already done. It's inside, it's outside, it's what it looks like.
What it looks like is a second consecutive Christmas Eve of unsuccessful ornamentation. Am I right or wrong? Well?
Oh, you actually really want me to answer that? Right, then. And for this last bit here, I will endeavor to get the drapey year.
Where are you going?
I was going to go get the drapey year.
I still need my word.
I thought some of those words were your word.
Pastor.
Brendan, Martha, I've asked that you call me Brendan.
Brendan is what I'd call my grandson.
Oh, your grandson's name is Brendan?
No, of course not.
Oh.
But if he were, that is what I would call him, you understand?
No.
Brendan is what you call a grandson, not a pastor.
I'm just more comfortable with Brendan, please, Martha.
I prefer you call me Ms. Martha.
So since I want you to call me by my first name, I can't call you by yours?
I'm just not comfortable being on a first name basis with a pastor who won't be called pastor.
I-
Pastor Ron always had me call him Pastor Ron.
I'm not Pastor Ron.
Of that I need no reminding. The man hung Garland like Michelangelo. Regardless, if I can have a moment.
As long as it's a moment, because we've already proved that you don't like it when I do that, so I did it again. I'm sorry.
I have some concerns I wish to share about this evening.
Well, I reviewed and incorporated all of your notes from last year, but if there's anything else, I am, of course, happy to hear it.
Good, because I don't want tonight's service to be too gay.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. What? Pardon? The pardon that you did before the what?
I don't want tonight's service to be too gay.
Too gay.
Too gay.
One word, too gay?
2 words, too gay.
Are you saying too gay?
I don't want to be painted as a bigot here.
No, not that. No.
If some church somewhere wishes to have services that are too gay, that is their prerogative. But I certainly do not think our service should be too gay.
How gay do you want it to be?
And now I'm being mocked. Do you know what teenagers do?
Mock.
They mock. They chuckle and snort and whisper. They make fun. They take nothing for sacred, nothing seriously. They laugh through the entire service last year.
Well, I did do some funny word stuff, and I started out with like a couple of jokes, and
If they were laughing at you, it was not the way in which you wish to be laughed at. Understand?
No. What?
Based on last year's reactions, there are several inappropriate songs included in the choir's secular carol medley.
Well, of the harmless Poppy, Frosty the Snowman, Deck the Halls.
Deck the Halls isn't so harmless if the congregation is commanded to don their gay apparel, is it?
Are you messing with me, Miss Martha?
No.
No, okay, I didn't think so. You know that the phrase "put on your happy clothes" means, right?
I know that, and you know that, but the teens drug here against their will do not need their opportunity to make fun handed to them on a silver platter.
Do you want to just change it to "put on your happy clothes"?
I want to cut the song.
Now, are we banning the phrase gay apparel or folks donning that gay apparel as well? Because if we ban gay apparel, Freddie would have to lose his Christmas sweater, and then Freddie wouldn't have a shirt on, and then we would be back to kids laughing in pews.
Freddie's great aunt, who is a member of your congregation with crippling arthritis in both her hands, knits him that sweater every year, even though it puts her through excruciating pain.
Sorry.
It's like I said, young people don't know how to take anything seriously.
Song's cut. It's cut from the medley.
Along with "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." Make the Yuletide gay.
Not anymore. They won't. Not on our watch. Cut.
And Frosty the Snowman.
What's wrong with Frosty?
Nothing. I deeply hate that song.
Whole medley's cut. They're all cut. Okay.
The church down the street is running 5 services today.
Yeah, I heard that.
Traditionally in the past, we always held 2 services. I miss having 2 services.
Well, we had 2 services last year. I mean, you can't miss it yet. We haven't even seen what it's like. Right?
Used to be a 6 o'clock and an 8 o'clock, now just a 7, which is why the bus from the home won't be coming.
What?
Which I could have warned you about.
Did you, though?
Did I what?
Did you warn me?
Well, of course not. That's not my place, but I could have.
Oh, okay. Then
I did voice that it was a shame to drop down to 1 service.
we all voiced that it was a shame, but as last year we had 2 mostly empty services, this year we combined them for the hopes of 1 not empty full service. We all decided together that 6 o'clock was too early for the 8 o'clockers with family plans, and 8 was too late for the 6 o'clockers who were alive for the first Christmas. So why not split the difference, make it a 7, and no one in that conversation warned me about anything.
Yes, but I could have.
Okay, point to Ms. Martha.
I'm not trying to get points.
Sometimes it really feels like you are. A lot of our congregation comes on that bus from the home.
I'd even say most.
Sure, if you weren't trying to pull any punches or soften any blows. Yes, most of our congregation comes from the home.
So there goes that not empty full service.
When, when selecting a word or a moment to have with me, you didn't want to lead with the issue that half of our already non-existent congregation isn't showing up.
They're all symptoms of the same problem.
I'm fixing the garland, all the songs are cut, and I didn't know people hate 7 o'clock.
Have you heard how the choir sounds this evening?
I'm sure they sound like our choir. You could pick them out of a lineup. They sing with enthusiasm.
They're singing the wrong words with enthusiasm.
Would they find out a way to gay up Frosty the Snowman?
They're rehearsing in the basement, so I couldn't hear quite clearly, but I believe I detected lyrical errors in the hymns.
Old Bert's leading the rehearsal down there, right?
As far as I know.
In a congregation as old as ours, Old Bert is old enough to have the designation "Ol" in front of his name. Yet, being that old, he has still never missed a Sunday as choir director. He still runs an animal shelter out of his garage all by himself. And he still knows the hymn selection like the back of his elderly, wrinkled hand. And even if none of that were true, the choir has every word of every hymn printed right in front of them in ancient red books that they sing in unison. So no, I do not believe they're getting the words wrong. You have got to trust people, Miss Martha. You got to.
Trusting people is how you wind up with a bum on the church steps.
So they say.
Hmm?
The proverbial bum on the church steps.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, are you not quoting a Proverbs or a parable or a Bible story?
Bible story features a bum on the church steps.
I wouldn't know. I'm not really up on my Bible stories. It's fun with words again. I went to school for Bible stories. Yeah, I actually majored in Bible stories. So,
Is the name Brendan even in the Bible?
is Martha?
Yes.
See, I wouldn't know. No good at Bible stories.
Martha was Lazarus's
Lazarus's oldest sister, and in ancient Hebrew means bitter and provoking. And I actually don't know why I would point that out. I'm sorry.
There's a homeless man on the steps.
Do we even have homeless men in this town?
I don't know if we have them in town, but we have them on the steps.
Seriously? Oh my God. Yep, that's totally a homeless guy. Yeah.
I don't think our poor attendance will be aided by entrance to the church requiring you maneuver past that miscreant.
Yeah, it does kind of look like we hired a cheap bouncer.
I'm supposed to have my grandson walk by that vagrant?
Your grandson, Brendan.
No.
You know, I'm surprised you guys went with that name, since it's not in the Bible and all. You really don't have any fun when we do this, do you?
No.
I keep thinking you'll have fun.
What are you going to do about that derelict?
Invite him in, warm him up. Who's not up on their Bible stories now?
And what if he doesn't want to come in?
Then I'll solve the situation in another way that is good.
I hear you're considering not offering an offering. Is that wise on our biggest night of the year?
Well, between the garland, that guy, and 7 o'clock, it ain't looking so big now. More fun with words.
If you spent less time having fun with words and more time doing your job as the pastor of this church, which is what you are, whether you like to hear the word or not, perhaps tonight's service wouldn't be suffering so many afflictions. I know you didn't choose us, and we certainly didn't choose you, but we're here together tonight regardless.
Miss Martha. Tonight is very important to me.
Tonight's very important to me too. That's why we can get together and have these constructive conversations. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong?
Oh, is this another one that I'm supposed to answer? I keep thinking there are some that I'm not supposed to answer.
Am I right?
Right. Always right.
You'll fix the garland.
Yes, it'll be drapey, but not too drapey, just right drapey.
And the secular medley?
Nothing to mock outside of Freddie's sweater. God, can't help myself. Sorry.
You'll take care of the hobo.
I'll take care of him, but take care of isn't like take care of, not like take care of. I just want to be clear.
Then I will call the home to see if there is any chance I can arrange some folks on a last-minute shuttle.
Thank you.
You check with the choir on the words they're singing.
You got to trust old Bert, Martha. You got to. He knows what he's doing. I know what I'm doing too.
Instead of teetering on that ladder like an accident waiting to happen, you might find it easier to reach the balcony if you simply stood upon it.
Martha exits. Brendan looks at the balcony, then the ladder.
God damn it.
The lights fade. Segway 1. The lights rise. Kathleen walks up the stairs, followed by Martha, keeping her distance from Thad. Brendan enters and tentatively edges over.
Good evening. Good evening. Sorry, I don't know if you're kind of mumbling, sir. You okay?
Hello there.
Yeah. Can I help you with anything, or
Say that again?
how can I help you?
Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I am all right. Just being all right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. All right. Okay then.
Brendan retreats. Thad takes out a flask and the lights fade. Scene 2. Kathleen leans pensively on the railing. Freddie enters from inside the church. His sweater is even more appalling than hinted at. He cautiously observes Thad from afar. He then notices Kathleen and approaches.
Good evening. Oh, that's not what I meant to say.
No?
Merry Christmas. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
You get very few chances to say Merry Christmas, and then you get a whole year of good evenings before you get to say it again. So not good evening, not that, but Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Merry Christmas. Oh, that's not what I meant to say.
Not that one either?
Tonight has its own thing to say, and there's ever fewer chances to say that. So, can I take my Merry Christmas back?
Can you take your Merry Christmas back?
Yes, please.
Well, that's weird, but this whole thing's been weird, so sure.
Then I take it back, so I can wish you a Merry Christmas Eve.
Sticking with that one?
Yes, Merry Christmas Eve.
Then right back at you, buddy. I'll see you in there.
Welcome.
Oh, still talking. Okay.
It's your first time here, isn't it? You want to know how I knew?
Sure.
'Cause not a lot of people come here. So remembering the folks who do and their faces is easy.
Good trick.
How'd you find us?
You were the closest to my house.
Oh.
Yep. Made a left and then a right, and then I was here. If those directions brought me to another church, that's where I'd be.
Geography is a factor in decisions, sometimes.
Geography.
Down the street is a real good, real big church. If you lived the other way, that would be closer and you would be there.
Ah.
In fact, in the future, it'd be worth going the extra distance right past us because that is a real good, real big church. Welcome here, though, tonight. What made you come out to the closest Christmas Eve service closest to your house?
Well, actually, it is because I am pregnant.
Oh.
Yep. I'm here because I'm pregnant.
Oh.
Yep.
I think you should keep the baby.
What?
I think you should keep the baby.
You think I should keep the baby?
Yes?
Are you talking to me about abortions right now?
Not so loudly, no.
Why the hell would you be talking to me about abortions?
I just thought since it was Christmas Eve at a church.
Is that what everyone else is doing here? They're all here for your Christmas Eve special on abortions?
No, there's barely anyone in there, and they're almost all too old. And no, we don't do that.
But I should keep the baby.
Now, I'm not so sure. I don't know what you should do.
Well, of course I'm keeping the baby, whatever the hell your name is.
Freddie.
Well, of course I'm keeping the baby, Freddie. Do you know who would be pretty upset if I didn't keep the baby? My husband, whom I've been trying to get pregnant with for 2.5 years, all of our friends and family, and me, myself, who desperately wants this baby, would be pretty upset if I didn't keep the baby. Jesus, regular Christ, what is wrong with you?
Jesus, regular Christ?
Because I'm not trying to say Jesus fucking Christ because I'm on the porch of a church and because I'm growing little tiny ears inside my uterus that can hear me. And because why are you even talking to me right now?
I'm the head of the welcoming committee.
How do you think you're doing?
Not great.
Not great, Freddie. This is why I don't go to church. Get within 2 steps of the door, someone tries to give you an abortion.
I was trying to not do that. Congratulations, though.
What?
On your little bundle of joy.
Oh, God. You're the very first person I've told.
You should tell your husband.
I've told my husband, I mean the first outside other person. You're supposed to wait and,
Well, I really am honored.
Shut up, Freddie. Wow. At least I've gotten the worst reaction out of the way. It's going to be smooth sailing from here. All hugs and tears and 0 abortion attempts.
I wish we'd stop saying that. It is Christmas. If I may, though, you are carrying beautifully.
Okay, goodbye, Freddie.
No. Where are you going?
Not staying here. Not going down the street. Going home. This was stupid.
I have not been head of the welcoming committee for long, and I haven't even seen a real live new person yet. And if Miss Martha hears I scared you away, she will be very angry, and she's a frightening lady. So please stay.
Shouldn't have tried to terminate my unborn child then, Freddie.
I just meant to say the right thing. Please stay. You came to the closest Christmas Eve service for some reason, so stay for whatever that reason was.
The reason, as you well know, is that there's ears in my abdomen. And when a creature with those ears crawls out of a hole in me, yeah, an idea I'm still getting accustomed to, it's going to live in my house. That's where Christmas will be. My house is currently decorated like the dullest day in March. Instead of a tree in the corner, I swear to God this is true, there is a pile of old dirty dishes. And in the pile of ornaments, those dishes are covered in bugs. And when I was a kid, on Christmas Eve, my mother made the house the most fantastic place in the world. A lit up tree and a mountain of presents. My kid's gonna have a giant pile of insects crawling in the pitch black dark. I don't know how my mom managed any of it, but I know that each Christmas Eve, we started with a service. So I came here and found you.
Well, you should call your mom. Ask for some advice.
My mom's dead.
Aw, man.
You got in 1,000% tonight, Freddie. How'd the welcoming committee find a gem like you?
I was the only one who volunteered.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
For having the ability to speak?
For your mom.
It was a while ago. Don't be sorry. It's past the statute of limitations.
You know, they got things you can spray those bugs with, and those bugs will die right up. No problem.
Thanks then, Freddie. Okay, have a good night.
Oh, no, come on.
Look, you know what? It's my fault. Whatever I was looking for wasn't going to be here. I'm sorry if I was too mean. I don't think I was. I think I was just mean enough, but sorry anyway.
Just give it a try anyway.
Maybe next year.
Aw, you can bring the baby.
0% chance there, Fred.
Kathleen exits and the lights dim. Segue 2. The lights come up. Kathleen walks down the stairs.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you think that a tombstone would be a good gift for a baby?
You on the welcoming committee?
No. Picture this. Christmas gift. No. Better. Birthday gift for a baby. Smooth granite tombstone, baby's name on it, nice and big, which they know at that point. date of birth, which they know, dash, blank, which they don't know. Baby's first tombstone.
Should have kept on going till the church down the street.
No, you're not listening. I'm not saying the baby is going to die. Well, no, the baby is going to die, but I'm not saying it's going to die as a baby. We don't know that either, but you know, what the one thing you know for certain every baby is going to need at some point is a tombstone. Now, most likely it'll need it when it's like a 92-year-old baby, or a 48-year-old baby in an accident, or a 22-year-old baby in a war. But sometime or another, it's going to need it, and here you got it for them right away. Now that's thoughtful. And I think it'll be a good reminder. You know, they can keep it in their room, haul it off the college dorm with them, store it in the corner of the garage when they buy a house. I think it'd be a good reminder of what to get up and do each day. I think as soon as the baby's born, someone should give it a tombstone first thing to let them know what's what. What do you think?
I think talking to you makes me want to go inside a church or learn a prayer or chug down a massive amount of holy water.
I don't think it's the kind of church that has holy water.
We'll see. We'll see what they got.
Kathleen walks up the steps. Trish crosses bound down left as the lights fade. Scene 3. Joel stands in the shadows down left, hands in his pockets. Trish approaches.
Are you hiding?
No, I'm not hiding.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Me? I was going to be hiding.
Oh, you can hide here if you want.
I don't want to hide with you if you're not hiding. If someone who's hiding hides with someone who's not hiding, that's how someone gets found.
I am hiding.
You said you weren't hiding.
When someone who's hiding is asked if they're hiding, they say no. Because if they say they're hiding, that's another way someone gets found.
Can I hide with you?
Yeah, you can hide with me.
I'm Trish.
Joel.
Hiding's the best.
Yeah, hiding's really good.
What are you hiding from?
Obligation.
That's what I'm hiding from. My boyfriend's in the choir, so I had to come with him early, and then they go off into that creepy church basement to rehearse, and then I'm lurking about by myself, and then the church people start showing up, and the church people are, well, not my people.
Your boyfriend's in the choir?
Uh-huh. What?
Nothing.
What?
It's just, I didn't think anyone in the choir would have a girlfriend who looked like you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, as I understand it, most people in the choir aren't men.
Okay.
And most of the people who are men are 80.
Okay.
Unless is your boyfriend an 80-year-old man?
No.
Good news. Well, good news for you. Bad news for every 80-year-old man in the choir.
Tell me about it.
But my point, if you take away the members of the choir who aren't men and the members who are 80, you're left with a tiny group who don't have girlfriends who look like you.
And why not?
Because they don't have girlfriends. They have another type of friend.
You're saying that they have boyfriends.
I sure am.
That's very
what?
Very the thing people would say something like that was. You just can't jump like that.
Sure, I can.
Why?
Because my boyfriend's in the choir.
Oh. Okay. Unfair.
Walked into that one.
I feel like I was led into that one. Oh, our boyfriends probably know each other.
Hopefully not too well, though.
Right. Yeah, hopefully not too well.
Right.
Hey, my boyfriend shouldn't have a boyfriend.
Okay.
I'm like 40% confident that that's true.
Good luck to you.
This would be better if we had a joint.
This would be better if we had a joint.
I have a joint.
Oh, no, you are a good hiding partner.
If you weren't such a bad hider, I would have never found you.
This probably isn't the best idea.
No, it's probably a terrible idea. My boyfriend would most likely be furious with me if I smoked a joint before the Christmas Eve service.
My boyfriend would definitely be furious with me if I smoked a joint before the Christmas Eve service.
So you want to smoke a joint before the Christmas Eve service?
Yes, I do. I'll light her up.
Woo! Woo! So the church thing isn't really your scene either?
Nope. Way too Jewish.
You're Jewish?
I'm adopted.
Oh, okay. Look at you. Gay, Jewish, and adopted. Are you worried you're going to like turn into salt when you walk in there?
Why'd you put adopted on that list?
Oh, why did I put adopted on that list? So you're into the whole Jewish thing?
Yeah, pretty into it. I'll keep it.
Do you find Christmas totally annoying?
No, I mean, we got our own thing, you know. Hanukkah pretty much evens it out. And it was a whole, no, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna toe the company line, not gonna live the lie. No, Christmas totally blows Hanukkah out of the water. Everyone tries to make it a fair fight in America, and it's not. It's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters. They've won 200 years straight and counting. Growing up as the only Jewish kid in town, it was like the whole world has a party and you're not invited. And everyone tries to console you and play along. Oh, but you get 8 nights of gifts. Yeah, at the end of which I have a grand total of 8 gifts, while my neighbor gets 50 of them in a single morning. But it lasts a whole week. Christmas lasts 3 months. I've been to a Christmas party in November. I've been to a Christmas party in January. Well, lighting the candles must be nice. Have you ever seen the lights on the 1,000-foot tree and rock a motherfucking feather motherfucking center? I've never gotten high during a Hanukkah movie marathon, I'll tell you that.
You've been holding on to that for a while, huh?
Passover kicks Easter's ass, though. We got that one.
Yeah?
You get to drink like 25 glasses of wine. It's fantastic.
Here's the thing about Christmas.
Oh, good. See? It won't even stay out of the conversation.
Exactly. It's like the only holiday that isn't optional. You know, I don't know what Passover is because I don't celebrate it. But if I sleep in, I miss Easter. I hate my family. Cancel Thanksgiving. You know, this is the only one that forces itself into your life, whether you like it or not. It's like 9/11.
9/11?
Yeah, Christmas and 9/11. It's the only unoptional holiday.
See, I missed 9/11 this year. Didn't even realize it was 9/11 until it was like 9/14.
No. Not like the 9/11 anniversary. It's like the original 9/11.
Oh no, why would anything be like that?
Stick with me. So, okay, want to go out to dinner? Can't. It's Christmas. Can't. It's 9/11. You know, it's don't want to talk about what's going on today. Too bad. It's 9/11. It's too bad. It's Christmas. Just want to live your life like a normal, unremarkable day. Well, sucks for you because it's freaking 9/11. Sucks for you. It's freaking Christmas.
But there was no 9/11 Eve.
There was. Just nobody knew about it.
Oh, okay. We need to stop comparing things to 9/11.
Did you did your whole thing, and I really thought you were gonna be on board.
No overboard.
I'm just saying, you know, look at us right now. Christmas is the only holiday that we have to hide from.
Well, Christmas and 9/11.
Oh man. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. So I'm taking it this church thing isn't your scene either.
Surprisingly, no, it is not. I am an atheist.
Ah.
Yes.
Atheist or agnostic?
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Then why'd you ask?
Because I thought you'd know.
Why would I know?
Because you said you were one of them.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, and that's the whole point of being one of them. I don't have to know any words. I mean, I know you're into whatever you're into, and that's cool. People being into things is people being into things, and that's, yeah. But for me, I've looked at all of them all like briefly, and I've never seen anything that isn't just nonsense. Religion after religion is nonsense after nonsense.
I understand that, but like, what's the alternative? Like in the beginning or whenever.
If there was a beginning, I'm not even agreeing to that.
Or whenever there was nothing.
Nothing. Yes, lots of it.
And what was that like?
Like this, only less so.
And then that nothing, a thing.
A molecule.
A thing.
A molecule.
There weren't molecules. There was nothing.
Oh, right. Oh, wow, forgot that already.
So a chunk of nothing hits a chunk of nothing and bang!
A big one.
And out of nowhere, out of banging nothing, we got space, planets, stars, boiling oceans, and then the ocean stops boiling. And then a thing crawls. And then that thing grows an arm and then gets smart. And now we have frozen toaster pastries. And now out of nothing, for no reason, we reach into the freezer and pull out a plastic wrap, strawberry filled piece of goodness, heat it up in a fancy silver plug-in box with dials and coils, and out comes a delicious, warm, flaky toaster pastry that you can then spread frosting on. And out of non-existence, that just happens.
I mean, I think you a couple of steps were skipped.
Not only that, we got you and me right now discussing those toaster pastries beneath those stars, all because nothing hit nothing. That, my friend, is nonsense.
So we should make our own religion then.
What's it based on?
The idea that having any opinion on anything of any kind is sheer lunacy.
I'm down.
I am also down.
The doors open at the top of the steps.
Oh, that was pretty.
I think it's going side time.
Ugh, no more hiding.
No more hiding.
Time to see our boyfriends.
60-40?
I might need to find a higher power.
Thanks for the joint.
Hey, do you want to sit together?
Very much.
Lights down as they walk up the steps. Segway 3. Joel and Trish pass Dad.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Save me a seat.
I got a question for you.
Why for me?
Because you're the only one here.
Oh, right.
How come people are always like, tonight is the night to be more charitable, more thoughtful, more caring. Tonight is the only night of the year to be a good, gracious, giving person. Why is that? Shouldn't you be that way every night? Every single night. Shouldn't that be what you do?
Is that what you do?
No, I never do that. I never, ever do that. But tonight's the only night everyone gives me a hard time about it. And why is that?
I have one too many illicit substances in my body to hold this conversation right now.
Me too, partner. Me too.
Joel heads up. Martha walks down the steps, avoiding Thad. The lights fade. Scene 4. Sue crosses, steaming. Martha descends the stairs and takes steps towards her.
Excuse me, are you the bus driver?
Why would I be the bus driver?
I called the home and they might be able to round up a few people for the shuttle, but it's parked at the church down the street. So I called down the street. They really are so polite there. And they gladly send the shuttle back to the home, but apparently the bus driver has taken a walk.
Why do you think I'm a bus driver?
You seem upset.
Oh, and all bus drivers are just upset to you?
In my experience, yes.
I'm not the bus driver, lady.
Shame.
You know what? I am the bus driver.
In that case, would you mind running back to the home?
The bus driver, lady.
I don't appreciate your tone.
I don't appreciate that your life is still going on.
If you're not the bus driver, this conversation is over. If you are the bus driver, I'll be speaking with your superior.
I am the bus driver. Because whoever the bus driver is, we are one to people like you. And you're always talking to our supervisors because behind the illusion of your lovely life are the rusty, squeaking, ugly gears that you don't like to see. But some of us work those gears. The grotesque machinery that keeps your happy existence purring like clockwork. Some of us are the doctors who spend all day looking inside human assholes. 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40-year career, nothing but the inside of 100,000 human assholes. You flush and it disappears into a magical fountain swirl, but some of us have our hands and our faces in those pipes to clear out the constant flow of shit. When you die, it'll be soft music and loved ones, but some of us have to take your corpse apart in the basement. Some of us don't get the illusion. Some of us don't even see the pretty side of life because some of us work in retail.
So you're not the bus driver?
No.
And you didn't walk from down the street?
I walked here from the mall, lady.
The mall is several miles away.
Who's the expert on how far away the mall is? Random geriatric or the person who just did the world's worst suburban hike? Who better knows where the zoo is? You or the caged animal who has to spend its life there? I know where the mall is.
I am sorry you had to work on Christmas Eve.
What was that?
Despite your attitude, which is abhorrent, no one should have to work on Christmas Eve. I'm sorry you had to.
Everybody has to work on Christmas Eve. There's like 4 types of jobs that get off Christmas Eve. Everybody I've ever met works on Christmas Eve. Except not me anymore.
You've quit them all?
No more Select Line for me. Never again.
Select Line. That's a wonderful store.
Of course you would say that. You're my nemesis.
They just have such neat gifts in there.
A gift used to be a thing given to express an emotion of caring to another human being. And now the alarm goes off. Every November, the alarm goes off. Obligated to get gifts for everyone above a certain level of personal relation. Everyone each other knows doesn't mean to get everyone else each other knows gifts every single year. We all fill up. And then what do we do when the alarm goes off again? That's why Select Lines invented things nobody has yet, because they're completely unnecessary to human existence. A comb with a wireless speaker in it, a clock that walks away from you, a sleep mask for your dog, a neck massager that is also a helicopter. Nobody buys these things for themselves. I see 9 customers the other 11 months of the year combined. But as soon as the Thanksgiving dishes are cleared, the entire population of planet Earth, 8.2 billion people or some shit, they all cram inside Select Line to get their loved one some super soft electronic blanket that's also an emergency radio. And I almost got through them all. It was customer like 8.75 billion that did it to me. She was holding some digitized grill utensil that remembers your favorite temperature and your favorite meat and your favorite song. Asks me the price. I tell her. And she says, "Don't you think that's a little expensive?" Do you think I just went around the store picking out prices I liked best? Do you think This is a Middle Eastern bazaar where you can just barter me down. Do you think on my minimum wage salary, I can afford a single thing we carry in the store? Do you think giving you a hard time on Christmas Eve is gonna make it cheaper? Do you think you're at my garage sale, bitch? Is along the lines of what I think I yelled at her. Followed by, I quit. Many, many times. Followed by storming out of the mall without my purse or my keys or my coat, followed by a several mile stroll. What's up with you?
I was looking for a bus driver.
I don't think he's here. I don't see anyone around real upset. What is this? What is this, a church, or are we at a church?
Yes.
That's what you people do, isn't it? While I'm in the trenches taking shrapnel to the corneas to put boxes under your trees, you're all in here candle lit, singing songs.
We have a service, yes.
What the hell? I'll give it a shot.
Pardon?
I've worked Christmas Eve for as long as I can remember. Let's see what the hell I've been missing.
I don't think.
You don't think what?
I don't think it's for you.
Oh. Wrong move, lady. I was just busting your balls at first, but now I'm going in.
This is going to be a family service.
I'm your family now.
There's a church down the street that might suit you better.
I have worked 9 Black Fridays in a row. Don't mess with me.
I've expelled kids from Sunday school bigger than you.
Sue goes left. Martha blocks. Sue goes right. Martha blocks. Sue fakes left. Jukes right. Spins around Martha and makes it to the stairs.
Too old! Way too old. Trying to keep me out of church. What's wrong with you?
You'll have to be quiet in there.
We'll see what I'll be.
The lights fade. Segway 4. Sue jogs up the steps. Freddie is standing at the open door.
Welcome.
How much is the ticket?
Free.
I wasn't gonna pay anyway. I'm unemployed.
Welcome.
Sue enters. Martha is now up the steps.
Hey, you see? I got a brand new one right in the door. The welcoming committee at work. Yes, ma'am.
Martha indicates Brendan on his belly working on the Garland stage right balcony. Freddie nods. The lights fade. Scene 5. Lights come up. Freddie approaches Brendan.
Hey, it's getting about time to start, and
Freddie, do you remember how the garland looked last year?
too drapey, as I recall.
Right. Yes, the consensus. So down there, like on the railing.
Oh, that is not drapey enough.
You really don't think so?
No, I do not. Miss Martha says that is not drapey enough.
And what about here? I just finished.
What does Miss Martha think?
He hasn't seen it.
Well, then I'd say that section looks real good. A fine job. Just the right amount of drape, or perhaps too much drape, or too little drape, depending on what Miss Martha thinks.
Thanks, Freddie.
Which reminds me, Miss Martha wants me to tell you.
When she says, tell me if I'm right or wrong all the time, how are you supposed to answer that?
Oh, well, that's easy. That's just where you tell her if she's right or wrong.
Well, do you ever say that she's wrong?
I don't think you're supposed to answer like that.
What's Ms. Martha want you to tell me?
To remember the fire safety announcement. Says you forgot it last year?
There's only one exit to the church. It's also the entrance. People know where it is. It's how they got in.
No, to tell the folks when it gets to candle lighting time that they gotta take the candle that is not lit, not on fire, and use that one to get the other candle lit.
A candle not on fire touches another candle that is also not on fire, and that's how the candles get on fire?
Oh, that's not what I meant to say.
No.
'Cause where does the fire come from then?
Exactly.
I meant to say, you don't want on-fire candles waving around, so the not lit up one moves to the fiery one, which stays still. That's where the fire comes from. Say exactly that.
See, this is what I was telling Martha. You have got to trust that people can pass a flame to one another without being micromanaged. We have got to have faith. in people.
Faith in people is nice. Churches not burning down is nice too. Martha says you're thinking of not offering an offering?
Freddie, I think you'll get this. I want people to come in here, people who haven't been here before, and I want it to mean something to them. Something that isn't about, it's the one time of year you go to church, open your wallet, forget about it. But tonight we are trying to create something, and it's not about passing the hat. It's about people briefly living up to the potential of what we can be for each other.
I do get that. I also do get that we are broke. And it would be nice if some people put some money in a basket. I mean, we can do your other thing. Let's do the whole other thing too. But let's also get some money in a basket. You know, down the street makes a killing on the Christmas Eve offering.
I don't doubt it.
The way that parking lot's full, full 5 times throughout the day. And that's a big parking lot. You hear? They got Silent Night fireworks going after the last service?
Silent Night fireworks.
For the final late service after the candles are extinguished, which, by the way, I heard they got torches for. Real old original torches flown in from Bethlehem or Nazareth or China or someplace. After that, they're setting off Silent Night fireworks.
That's oxymoronic.
That's smart.
Oxymoronic.
No, just smart. It fills up that big parking lot.
Oxymoron. Opposites that don't go together. Silent Night, and then fireworks are literally the loudest thing that there is.
Silent Night's not silent. Silent Night is a song. And a song makes noise. So fireworks are just the next step. I hear they're doing them mostly in red and green and some bright white like the star. Oh, I'm hoping we get out of here early enough to see them. Though, I bet we can see him from the balcony here. So maybe if we hear him during the service, we can all just drop what we're doing and just rush outside.
You know, Fred, if you like down the street so much, why don't you just go to their service, huh?
Oh, I did.
What?
Yeah, went to the 3 o'clock. Gave myself time to go home, change, get over here to set up and all.
Wait. Okay. So, what do you mean change? You didn't wear the sweater?
No! You gotta dress nice over there.
Why did you come here too?
Well, 'cause here I'm chairman of the welcoming committee. Down the street, I couldn't even get on the welcoming committee. I mean, the way they welcome, oh, now that's a committee. And the sermons their preacher gives, oh man, what a show.
Oh.
What you do too is also, you also give a sermon. The difference is it's just about who he is and who you are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, he always starts out with something funny.
Something funny.
Yeah, something funny, like he always starts his sermons out with a joke or something funny. Maybe you should try to do that.
We already do that.
Start with something funny?
Start with something funny.
No, like a joke, I'm saying.
I start my sermons, all of my sermons, with a joke.
When?
Every week. You have been here for all of them.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So last week, here. Okay, ready. Remember this? Okay. A guy's driving late night, gets pulled over by a cop. The officer says, "Sir, have you been drinking?" Guy says, "No, officer, I have not." Officer says, "Sir, it appears you are drinking right now." Guy says, "No, officer, this is water out of my water bottle, and that is all." Officer takes the bottle, smells it, takes a sip, says, "Sir, this is clearly red wine." Guy says, "Praise Jesus, who's done it again."
And then what happened?
What do you mean? And then what happened?
Will this fella get arrested or?
There was no fellow.
Being a preacher is a hard job.
Tell me about it.
And harder for you still, because you're coming after Pastor Ron, who was just the greatest. I mean, Pastor Ron was irreplaceable. And you gotta replace him, which is impossible. But you have to, because that's your job. So your job is impossible. So no wonder that is then hard.
Was that a pep talk?
It was a talk. Maybe the whole thing you don't like about down the street is just bad grapes.
Sour grapes.
That is one way that grapes can be bad.
Well, I know everyone assumes I was forced here against my will, but when I graduated, they did give me some say in the assignment, and I chose here.
Why in the world would you do that?
It seemed like a real place with real people.
Yeah, we got some real people here. You could have been assigned down the street?
Well, no, not down the street. I mean, come on. That's a real good, real big church.
That's what I thought.
But I could have been other places, and I chose here for nights like this. It wasn't, grapes.
An organ begins to play music.
Think about offering an offering. Because some of the committee were thinking a way to save some money was to eliminate the pastor position and its salary.
Not have a pastor at all? How would that work?
Members of the congregation would switch off. Martha one week, me another, old Bert another.
Martha's grandson another?
I don't think him. I mean, he's pretty young, and he doesn't really come here that often.
Freddie, tonight's service is going to go so well that no one is ever going to bring that idea up again.
Well, okay then. About time to start.
Is she right or wrong? I think she might be wrong, Fred.
Remember, you walk in during "O Come All Ye Faithful."
She's wrong, Fred. Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
Would your feelings have been hurt if I said your sweater could be classified as gay apparel?
Happy gay or gay?
Whichever.
Yeah, I guess I'd call this sweater both. This sweater is probably both kinds of apparel.
I thought you would think that.
Okay, about time.
Freddie enters the church, and the lights fade. Act 1, epilogue. The lights rise on center. Thad still sits. Brendan paces as the organ plays.
I got a sermon idea for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's about pockets.
Okay.
Before pockets, people carried their stuff around for all to see. Oh, what's mine is yours, yours is mine, so forth. No secrets, nothing to hide. It's all everybody's, and there's more than enough. And then pockets came along. All of a sudden, people start squirreling away what's theirs and nobody else's. You don't know what I have. I don't have anything to give you. A man's pockets are his and nobody else's. A man's wealth, a man's possessions, all a man's got. He's got it so deep down in his pockets, no one else can get at it. To everyone else but that man, it doesn't even exist at all. Pockets, the devil's first invention.
Well, temptation was the devil's first invention.
Pockets, the devil's second temptation.
Hey, I'd really like it if you came inside and you joined us for tonight's service.
Well, yeah, if it's all the same to you, I prefer just to sit out here and listen, if that's all right.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. It's not all the same to me. I'm having a rough night. I'm actually having a rough night near the end of a rough year. And it would mean a lot to me if you please come inside for tonight's candlelight Christmas Eve service.
Oh. Okay.
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 Okay, you'll come in.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I mean, okay, like, okay, I heard you, I get it. You don't need to keep talking anymore.
Okay, all right.
I prefer to just sit outside and listen if that's all the same to you.
Oh, Come All Ye Faithful begins to play.
Will you wish me luck?
You need it? Yeah. Then I'll wish it.
Brendan opens the door. Martha was right. Those aren't exactly the words. Brendan dismays. He peers in the church. He slams his hands down on the banister, and the garland collapses.
You should have wound that tighter near the top there.
He nods at Thad, takes a breath, and enters, closing the doors behind him and muffling the song. End of Act 1. Well done, well done, well done. Now listen, folks, thanks for hanging out, enjoying the show here with us. Take a little break here, use the restroom. God knows I drank a gallon of milk here. I got to go, but, get another drink, do what you got to do. But in the meantime, we got a halftime show for you today, folks. Oh, yes, we do. We have Blair Cagney will sing a couple of Christmas carols with a little twist. So enjoy this, and we'll see you on the other side.
Oh, come all ye playful puppies on the carpet. Oh, come ye out into the yard. Oh, come jump and frolic, all you happy, fluffy baby dogs. Oh, go chew on your toys. Oh, go chew on your toys. Oh, go chew on your toys and fetch the ball. Joy to the hounds, the food has come. Let all the dogs enjoy the tastiness of their meals and eat up all their treats, and eat up all their treats, and gnaw on their bones. God rest ye little terriers, we will find you a home. You will not have to wander those dark cold streets alone. You have a spot that's safe and warm, complete with a bone. We hope you'll be better behaved, better behaved. We hope you'll be better behaved. With 3 black Labradors running swiftly on all fours, o'er the grass moving fast, following yonder ball. Oh, ball of tennis, ball of green, thrown so far you are Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep. Oh my God! Oh my God, there's a fire! Oh
My God, oh my God, oh my God, here we go. Holy cow, Blair Cagney, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got the fire going. I got to replace the windows of my house. That was beautiful, Blair, that was beautiful. There we go, Act 2, Scene 1. The lights come up. Dad lays back asleep. Joy to the world can be heard behind the closed doors. The doors open. Brendan steps out. The choir sings Joy to the Hounds. He shuts the door, sees Thad. The door opens and the choir is heard again. Freddie steps out and shuts the door, muffling the noise.
Well, at least it's not as bad as it is.
At least it's not as bad as it is.
Oh, that's not what I meant to say.
No.
It couldn't be not as bad as it is. I mean, it is as bad as it is.
Almost have to be.
What was it I meant to say? It's not as bad as it was? It is what it is?
Everything is what it is. Name one thing that isn't what it is.
Not as bad as it could have been. It could have been worse. Ah, I knew there was something people say that I was trying to say.
How exactly could it have been worse?
The whole church could have burned down.
That would have been worse. Yeah.
Tonight, the church barely burned down. It burned up, really, more than anything else. It was something the way that flame shot up the garland to the balcony, huh?
Surprisingly fast.
You'd imagine Christmas decorations would be made of...
less perilously flammable material?
Do you think it could have had to do with how it was coiled so tight around the beams? The fire had no choice but to follow it real quick, like a fuse?
Don't think that was a factor. No.
No. Picture this. If that same garland was gently draping, that flame might have moved much slower. Been easy to catch.
I don't have it in me to talk about garland anymore, Freddie.
That's right. We were talking about garland earlier too, weren't we?
You know, I'm surprised everyone didn't just run out.
When the church was on fire?
Then.
I was also surprised. I mean, now some people did run out.
Yeah.
Do not kid yourself. We did not have a big crowd to begin with, and we lost several when they went screaming for their lives in the middle of Silent Night.
Most just stood there watching.
Could have been that without a fire safety announcement, they were confused as to what kind of action to take. So most just stood there watching.
Most, but not all.
No, not all.
Ms. Martha didn't just stand there watching.
No, she didn't.
How the heck did she get up those old windy stairs that quick?
Someone told me she used to run track.
And then how she cleared that railing?
Someone told me she also used to be a gymnast.
She wielded that antique rusty fire extinguisher.
Someone told me she still volunteers at the fire department.
And when it ran out, she beat out the blaze with what appeared to be nothing but the flesh on the palms of her bare hands.
No one has given me any explanation for how she was able to do that.
Once it was out, though, the choir sure did cover well. They came in right on cue with Away in a Kennel.
I gathered some information as to that as well. You know old Bert?
Old Bert, the choir director here forever, who I know very well. Old Bert, yeah, I know old Bert.
And you know old Bert runs his own shelter for rescued puppies right out of his house?
I do recall that piece of trivia, yes.
And you know old Bert's gone a good deal senile?
Wasn't aware of that last tidbit, no.
Now, old Bert's very old.
Yes.
And for a while, he's had a little bit of the forgetful, confused, speak up, repeat yourself dementia old-timers, but you just say, well, that's old Bert, and move along.
Sure you do. Why wouldn't you?
But turns out, recently, he has taken a turn toward full-blown, completely senile. He has been hitting his head A lot.
He's been hitting his head?
He has been falling down and hitting his head most days. More often than not, he has just hit his head. I don't know if he's getting more senile and that's why he's hitting his head, or if it's the head hitting that's making him more senile.
Chicken or the egg.
But regardless, old Bert showed up to rehearsal with a pile of carols that he had changed to be about dogs.
Oh, is that what they were about?
Yeah, they were about dogs. You know, because he runs that nice puppy shelter out of his house. And because he's senile and he didn't know any better.
Has the rest of the choir gone senile?
How do you mean?
Has the rest of the choir gone senile? Has the rest of the choir been consistently falling down and hitting their heads? What is their explanation for not knowing any better than destroying every single carol at the Christmas Eve service?
Well, you know old Bert.
Yes, it has been established. I know old Bert. Even if old Bert no longer knows himself, I still know old Bert.
Well, then you know how nice old Bert is.
Yeah, I do.
So, if old Bert comes up and hands you a pile of brand new songs he just wrote about dogs, what are you gonna do?
Sing them at the Christmas Eve service, I suppose.
See, you decided not to offer that offering.
Well, when we had just adapted the birth of our Lord and Savior to be about the various breeds of dogs available, a tithe didn't appear appropriate. And once the building was on fire, it seemed like I missed the chance for ask for their money.
Miss Martha says she mentioned the choir might not be getting the songs right.
She said lyrical errors. She did not mention anything about a full-on canine coup d'etat.
Right, but maybe when she said right or wrong and you landed on wrong, maybe that wasn't so.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it wasn't. I thought I should listen to myself. I don't know. I thought I knew what I was doing.
Aw, hey, like I said, it's really not as bad as it is.
Freddie!
That's not what I meant to say. Positives! Old Bert, gone all senile, could have made those songs about any number of things. Drug use, domestic violence, international terrorism. Instead, they were about dogs. And while not the focus of this particular holiday in this particular denomination, I think we can all agree, dogs are terrific.
Okay.
And, like I said, things are tough on you because Pastor Ron was irreplaceable. But if we get rid of the pastor position, we'll probably realize we need it and bring it back. And then, no one wants to replace the guy, but it'll be way easier to replace the guy who replaced the guy, you know?
Yeah, but that wouldn't be me.
Oh, right.
That'll be someone else having an easy time because anyone is better than me. How is that positive?
I guess I was thinking for the church as a whole and forgot that wasn't such good news for you in particular. Thought you started with something real funny tonight, though. Real funny.
Didn't start with anything funny tonight, Fred.
Did you notice the only song that hadn't been made to be about dogs was Silent Night? And that's the exact moment when the church happened to catch on fire?
I did notice that, yes, yeah.
You know, surprised he didn't do anything with the shepherds laying in fields being German shepherds laying in fields.
Well, even through the senility, that probably seemed like an easy target. So.
Oh, the end hymns are done. Folks will be coming out. When everyone's all gone, I'll go back in and clean up the balcony and the railing and the posts and the wall a bit.
All right.
You know, because of when they set on fire earlier tonight?
Thank you, Freddie.
Segue 1. Freddie opens the door as Brendan greets. Stylistically, it should be clear our characters weren't the only ones in the church. Joel heartily shakes Brendan's hand. The lights follow him down right. Trish beelines it down the steps. The lights follow her down left. Kathleen steps out, nods at Brendan. The lights follow her balcony right. Sue pushes Brendan out of the way and leaps down the stairs. Lights back to the door. Freddie follows Kathleen.
Hello.
Oh, good. You again.
Bark the hairy beagles cry.
What is wrong with you?
Someone has arrived outside.
The lights go on. Martha's standing in the doorway. Brendan knows what's coming.
So that's how an evening that's important to you goes.
It appears so, Ms. Martha.
I try to speak my mind. I am well aware that people don't always want to hear it, but I never let that discourage me, because if by speaking my mind I can prevent a problem or avert a crisis, then that's well worth any discomfort it may cause. But it doesn't seem to have any effect on you. Am I right or wrong?
I'm just going to have to decide that that question's rhetorical from now on, because honestly, I don't know.
Here's what I do know. I pointed out, cautioned against, and warned you of everything I could. You then asked me to trust you, and our service went precisely as I had feared it would, and was wide open to exactly what I did not want. Mockery. People laughed the whole time. But the one thing I could not have foreseen in advance and tried to prevent, however, was the nature of your sermon. I wouldn't have predicted that you'd need to be advised against having a Christmas Eve message where the central theme seemed to be that perhaps Jesus Christ just wasn't all that special to
That's not what I tried to do.
That is what bothered me the most tonight. And let me remind you, at one point the building was on fire. You were given the opportunity to put your best foot forward. I am worried that's exactly what happened.
I'm worried about that too. Miss Martha, it was very impressive the way you battled that blaze back there. Thanks for watching out for it.
I've been with this church a long time. Whenever it's on fire, I do what I can to put it out.
Brendan nods, and the lights go down. Scene 2. Lights up on Joel, passionately singing Bark the Hairy Beagles, and air drumming along. Martha walks down. She looks at him, she shakes her head, and exits. Martha slowly re-enters.
Bark the hairy beagles cry, someone has arrived outside. Is it friend or is it foe? The mailman or a guy we know. How those excited beagles roar as they rush to the open door. Look who they jump upon. It's their favorite Pastor Ron.
Excuse me. I was watching you tonight.
Okay.
I was watching you through the whole service.
Okay.
You seem to be enjoying the music.
Yeah, choir was super good.
You didn't mind the lyrical alterations?
No, I mean, like, it was different than what I expected.
That's one way to put it.
Everyone knows the hymns, heard them 1,000 times, so it was like this extra bonus thing. It's like, surprise, this one's now also about dogs. And you're like, whoa, no way. I wonder what surprise thing the next one's gonna be about. No way it could be about dogs again. And then it was like, whoa, no way. It was about dogs again. Then you start trying to guess which dogs they'd be about, but you never be right.
You actually seem to enjoy the whole service overall.
I really did, yeah.
How is that possible?
How couldn't you, I guess? I mean, it's cold. It's been dark for hours. You walk in this old, warm little building with wooden benches, and music kicks in and people read part of an old story, then a song, then they slowly turn out the lights and it gets dark again. But someone lights a candle and there's one point of light and they pass it and it gets a bit brighter, then a bit brighter, and it just illuminates.
Then a lot brighter because the old wooden church is aflame.
Yeah, which was pretty cool surprise too. I mean, when that balcony lit up, I was like, what an effect. How can that be safe? Then of course, it turns out it's not safe at all. It was not boring in there. How couldn't you enjoy it, I guess?
I hadn't considered the possibility that anyone might have had a nice time.
I'm sure you can get bogged down with the incorrect songs and could have been tragic arson, but then you forget that in general, it's just a nice idea. It's just a nice way to spend an evening, you know?
How in the world did you find us?
My I know my significant other is in the choir.
Oh, I didn't think the members of our choir had boyfriends who looked like you.
You'd be surprised.
Is it Betsy Elliott's granddaughter?
It is not, no.
I didn't think we had any other eligible young people in our choir.
You probably don't, other than Betsy Elliott's grandson.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Betsy Elliott's grandson is my other who is significantly my other.
Well then, lucky for us, we need more people as lively as you in our congregation. Perhaps you'll start joining us on Sundays.
Thanks, but I'm too Jewish for that.
Oh.
Yeah, just way too all the way not gonna get me Jewish for that. Too Jewish. Thanks though. I appreciate it, but a Jew.
Perhaps we can count on you next year at least. The whole service, you were so into it.
I really was. I mean, granted, I was super high, just really stoned. Still am actually. Packed a punch super high. So I don't know how big of a factor that was, but yeah.
Well, whatever it takes, I guess.
That's the way I feel about things.
I wish my grandson was more like you.
Gay, Jewish, black, or stoned?
Happy.
Oh.
He doesn't like anything. He won't give it a chance. Everything is old, stupid, and boring. It makes the holidays difficult, and the holidays are the only time I have with him. And you think if everything goes right, it'll be easier. It'll just be better if it just goes just right. But then it's not, and it's just old, stupid, and boring.
How old is he?
13.
That explains it. Kids are young and funny, and then they're 13, and they're the worst. Every 13-year-old's the worst. But when they're done being 13, they become people. And what do people like? Old, stupid, boring stuff.
I suppose.
Do it. Suppose it. It'll be true.
Well.
Yeah, no, hey, it was nice talking to you.
Have a merry, or have a happy, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to you.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know.
Something nice?
Yes, something nice.
If it's something nice, say it however you like. The things people say to each other out there, if someone's trying to say something nice, come on, beggars can't be choosers.
Have a very, very good night.
Thank you. Have a very very Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Martha smiles and begins to exit. Joel goes back to humming. The lights change to Sue and Trish. Scene 3. Sue catches Trish down left.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
You're what's
Sue-
wrong with me.
Ow! You have me in a headlock. Ow! Let me go. Assault! Assault! You already set the church on fire. How many crimes do you plan on committing?
You made me light that church on fire.
Nobody makes anybody light churches on fire. Who am I, the leader of the Ku Klux Klan?
Grand Wizard.
What?
Grand Wizard.
What are you shouting?
The leader of the Ku Klux Klan is called a Grand Wizard.
Why do you know so much about the Ku Klux Klan?
I saw you, you surprised me, and I fumbled the candle.
Bullshit! You were waving that thing around like you were auditioning for a fire dancer at the goddamn circus. Don't you know that the lit up candle needs to stay still? Oh God, let me go. Let me go or I'll spark this. I'll spark this too. Look how tightly wound the garlands are wrapped and the whole thing will go up right now. Let go. God. Ouch.
Why do you even have a lighter? Are you smoking again?
Just joints. Ow.
Good. Cigarettes aren't good for you.
So are headlocks. Ow. Oh, and they say brothers are bad.
Who says that?
People who don't have sisters.
So if that church burnt down and we died,
I'm with you so far.
do you think Mom would be sadder that we were dead or happier that we had gone to church?
Well, I'd like to think the first one, but you know the second one.
What the hell are you even doing here? Didn't you have to skip Mom's Christmas Eve thing because you were at your boyfriend's concert at the place by the lake?
Obviously not. Who has a concert on Christmas Eve?
The delinquents you date.
You can't have a concert on Christmas Eve. It's like having a concert on 9/11.
Just once, I'd love to have a conversation with you where you don't casually bring up 9/11. So you're not at your boyfriend's concert.
Obviously.
So what are you doing here?
I'm avoiding Mom's Christmas Eve thing.
Sure, but why here?
Because I'm at my boyfriend's concert.
That's not gonna work again.
No. This is my boyfriend's concert.
No. One of those 100-year-old guys?
No.
One of those gay guys?
No. I mean, yes, one of the guys who you think was one of those gay guys, but I am in the range of 60% sure that he's not.
You're dating a choir boy?
Yes.
You're dating a literal choir boy?
I feel like I've already said yes to that. This is exactly why I pretended I was in a dirty place by the lake watching some dude with multicolored hair and a Satan face tattoo, because everyone would have been so judgmental if they knew that he sang in a church choir.
I mean, Satan face tattoo guy was nice enough.
No, he really was.
That was just a very big Satan face tattoo.
Oh, I'm the one who had to talk to it all the time.
Sweet though.
He really was.
This one's probably better.
I'm 60% sure of that. What are you doing here?
I'm at my boyfriend's concert.
No.
Grand Wizard told me to set the church on fire.
You should still be at work for like another couple hours.
But instead, I quit in a spectacularly violent fashion.
What? You've worked there since
Birth. I came out of the birth canal wearing a Select Line polo.
you quit? Can you really?
Or that, no.
Because don't you have all of that?
Credit card debt, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. You're dating a choir boy.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. You quit. You quit Select Line?
I don't want to talk about it.
Wait.
What?
Did you happen to pick up that thing for me before you left?
Before I fled the premises in a storm of hellfire? No.
Come on, that's the only gift I had for Mom and Dad. I wanted the digital picture frame for the cat to wear around the house.
Then do your own shopping and don't wait till the last minute.
I wanted your discount. Ugh, which I'll never get again.
You're really in a tough situation now.
I'm walking into Christmas morning with no gifts to give.
Wait,
What?
you didn't go to the concert at the place by the lake.
Okay, I'm dating a probably heterosexual choir boy. Get over it.
But you said when you were there, you were going to pick me up. A gift certificate from that nice lake restaurant next door.
Oh, big deal. It's a gift certificate. It's already not a real gift anyway. All you have to do is staple like $45 to a piece of paper and say, you have dinner on this, you know? It's like I can't just hang money on their cat.
Oh my God. So neither of us have gifts for tomorrow.
It doesn't look like it.
We're like an ass backwards gift of the Magi.
Is that the one where the lady gets the comb but doesn't have any hair and the guy gets a watch but like can't tell time or something?
Yeah.
Well, sounds like the regular gift of the Magi was a back-asswards gift of the Magi.
No. They couldn't use the gifts they got because they were both generous. We didn't get any gifts to give because we're both assholes.
Could I just hang money on their cat?
No.
Wait, so you quit and came to church?
I was wandering around, avoiding Mom's Christmas Eve thing.
It's not like we need to be there. I mean, I can tell you exactly what's going on right now.
Creepy Uncle Steve's getting too handsy with the cousins.
Yeah, right. Wrestling all up and around the tree. Bing Crosby's playing on the world's oldest vinyl on constant repeat.
It's so worn out. It sounds like Bing is crooning with throat cancer with his larynx removed during the apocalypse.
Get another Christmas album, lady. There's a million of them. Grandma's been asleep in the rocking chair since
she arrived. Grandma shows up asleep and gravity plops her into the rocking chair. That undivided attention is devoted
solely and only to the
fire. Can't have half a sentence to somebody without a.
What do you? Hey, up! Gotta tend to the fire.
Better throw another log on the fire.
Hey, what do you think? Fire could use another piece of wood.
Poking it with that metal stick?
Accomplishing nothing. He doesn't even know what that stick's supposed to do.
Better poke the fire. That's what I'm in charge of.
It's fire. It goes by itself. That's what makes it fire.
Light it and allow room for something else in your life, Dad.
I mean, we set a church on fire tonight without even trying at all. Fire is easy to do.
Yes, we did.
And how many pies does one Christmas Eve thing need?
The variety. Mom invents pies never before seen by the eyes of man to be premiered at this event.
But once, a pie has been featured. It's included every year forever because that pie is now tradition.
And how many pies does she think everyone's going to eat?
11? Everyone's going to eat 11 pies all by themselves?
It's like she's expecting all these other people
who are not even going to show up.
Those are some really good pies, though.
Who's got a gift?
Woman can make a mean pie.
That mixed berry one's my favorite. Got all those different berries because I like the different berries.
I like the peanut butter crust thing. She always makes sure to have that one with the peanut butter crust for me.
Do you want to try?
Just for Mom's sake.
Because it would make her happy.
No other reason than that.
The event's painful.
Double root canal all the way.
We'll just stop by to stop by.
We'll just stop by to stop by. Plus, it'll make up for the fact that we're both showing up tomorrow empty-handed.
Oh, I didn't get you anything either.
Good. I sure as hell didn't get you anything.
Not having to worry about getting each other anything is a pretty good gift not to get to be able to give to each other.
Want to head over?
Yeah, let me just get the guys.
Guys?
Now, what do you think about helping me cover the cat in money and then we can say it's from both of us?
I just quit my job. I don't have cat covering money.
The lights go down. Scene 4. The lights come back up on Freddie and Kathleen.
Hello.
Oh, good. You again.
I wanted to check in on you.
On a burnt and crispy young mother and fetus on Christmas Eve? Yeah, and you are after this abortion one way or the other, aren't you?
I'll just go ahead and let you be then.
No. Hey, look. You only almost burnt us to death. Anytime something bad almost happens, that's good news. Almost got in a car accident. Almost forgot. Almost had a bad day. Nothing better than almost. It improves everything around it.
Well, that's a nice point of view. I'll tell the pastor that. It'll cheer him up.
Yeah, what's his deal? Is he like on an internship or something?
Oh, that won't cheer him up. I won't tell him that part.
No, I liked his talking sermon thing.
You didn't think it was a tad sacrilegious?
I'm not really the best judge of sacrilegious. I liked it.
Well, I'll tell him that part too then. So, you feel better?
Do I feel better?
Yeah, for coming here.
I gotta tell you, I do not know, Fred. I was listening to your guy talk up there, and I realized I haven't been able to stop and think about all of this. I've been so busy. We're traveling tomorrow. His folks, my folks, the classic holiday tour, but now it's the pregnancy holiday tour. When we start telling people, all who will react better than you did, worst one. I mean, today I remembered I hadn't even gotten my husband a gift. We've talked about how we should cook more because we always just have Chinese food in our face or pizza in our face, and the baby can't have a Chinese carton crib or a pizza playpen. So I go to that stupid store in the mall and I see a robot grill thing and I think, okay, gift. And the mere sound of my voice incites a sales lady to have a total violent mental breakdown pointed directly at me. So I get out of there because I'm not dying for two now. I get home to what you know my house looks like without any gifts because I failed the most basic of human interactions. This woman was being paid to talk to me. And I needed to go somewhere because I have not been feeling good. I haven't been feeling good, Fred. I should be. It's Christmas time and I'm having a baby. I should be feeling really good, but I'm not. And I couldn't figure out why. Until your guy was talking and it all became clear. This is a big deal. This is the only big deal. And I'm not even qualified to be a human, much less a mother. A mother has to be an advanced human, like a really good human. And today I struck out at constructing even the most basic of Christmases. And the clock's ticking, Fred. Next one I make is for a brand new person. And what if it sucks? What if all this kid's Christmases suck?
Clock's not ticking that fast. Babies don't remember anything till they're like 7.
7?
Maybe not 7, but there's a while they don't. So you don't have to get it right next year. You can just take its picture next to the big tree in the mall and all those fake mall gifts and later say that was its house.
Tell the baby it lives in the mall? That's your plan?
No, I'm saying it'll work out.
How?
'Cause you care. 'Cause you want to do the right thing. That's all you need.
No, it's not. I told you, my mom made the best Christmases in the world, but that's only one night of the whole year. She made all the other nights too. Bedtime stories, homework rewards, pajamas and desserts and life. Forget if Christmas sucks. What if its childhood sucks? Because it's up to me and I don't know anything. I might as well have been conceived 3 months ago too.
I'm sorry.
For your lousy advice, it's okay. I clearly can't do better.
About your mom.
Don't be sorry. It's past the statute of limitations.
No. I'm sorry your mom's not with you this Christmas.
Me too, Freddie. I'm really sorry about that too. I told you a little white lie earlier. Said my husband and I have been trying for this baby for a while, but that's not entirely true. We just got married recently. We got married because I'm pregnant.
Oh.
Not the whole of it. The thing is, I don't even know how to say this. I'm a virgin. I'm pregnant, but I'm a virgin. Got ya.
Oh!
Got ya.
No, you didn't.
Oh, hook, line, and sinker. You are too easy. You people are too easy.
You did not get me just because I was quiet for a minute.
Yeah, you thought I was all immaculately, cleanly conceived.
And then I looked at you like you were nuts.
Pregnant.
It did not mean that you got me.
Unblemished bun in a disinfected, sanitized oven.
Ooh, you are not the best judge on sacrilegious.
You know what? You did make me feel better.
When?
Right at that moment. Right there. Because you are gullible.
Okay.
And relatively inept.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Okay.
Not that good at speaking.
Well then.
And probably not all that smart in general, overall.
Okie doke.
But I think you'd make a really good father.
Aw.
Yeah. Despite all your glaring character defects, all that appears to be just so very wrong with you, you'd still make a decent dad. And I mean, I gotta at least do better than you, right? And why would you get by? Because you care and want to do the right thing. And that's all you need.
Didn't I just say something like that before?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really like your sweater. Stop trying to give me an abortion, okay? Maybe I'll see you next Christmas.
You did not get me before.
Okay, let it end nice. Yes, I did, Fred.
The lights go down. Segue 2. The time syncs up. Martha exits. Joel, humming, approaches Dad, taking out his wallet.
Hey, I wanted to give you a little something.
Oh, that's not needed.
No. I want to, and I don't even have cash. Do you take card? No, that is insensitive. Here I do have a quarter.
Huh. What do you know? This quarter has Missouri on it. It's a Missouri state quarter.
Oh?
I was born in Missouri. What are the odds of that?
Exactly 1 in 50.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
Hey, thank you for this.
Okay. Sorry.
Trish enters.
Hey, let's go get our gay boyfriends. We're going to my mom's house for Christmas Eve, for a Christmas Eve thing.
Your mom's house?
There'll be pie.
So.
Joel and Trish exit. Sue begins to follow. Kathleen comes down the steps.
Merry Christmas.
You too.
They pass each other and stop. They turn and make eye contact. They make a decision. They nod and go off. Freddie enters the church. Lights go down in all the other playing spaces and remain alone on Thad. Scene 5. Thad takes a sip out of his flask. Brendan moves down the stairs towards him.
How about I join you?
Feel free.
Misery loves company.
Nonsense. Joy loves company. Everyone loves company.
Mind if I bum a sip of that?
Is that allowed? You being a man of the cloth and all.
I'm an old school preacher. Pretty much anything is allowed.
Huh. Old school preacher. I should have got into that.
Me too.
Well, preacher, tonight ain't your night.
Could have told you that.
But you know it never ceases.
What's that?
Miracles. Miracles never ceases.
Oh, hallelujah.
What I tell you about pockets?
Oh, so how'd you wind up here?
Now, that's a story that'd take a couple decades to tell.
Yeah, well, how about we skip to the part that brings you to these steps?
My first job. Starting out, I was a salesman. You know, I drive city to city all over the country. I could drive 1,000 miles at a clip, wouldn't ever get tired behind the wheel. I leave out of Omaha or some other place that doesn't mean anything. And I'm not on the road more than 20 minutes and I can't keep my eyes open. Had a full night's sleep, but for whatever reason, I couldn't stay awake. I rolled down the window, turn up the radio, nothing. This cream-colored Oldsmobile in front of me on this little country road kept blurring in and out. Yeah, my eyes were shutting, so I did what I had never done before. I pulled over to the side of the road and took a nap. I was out like a light. Woke up maybe 10 minutes later, refreshed as ever. Set back out. And not a quarter mile later, there's flashing sirens, and there's that cream-colored Olds flipped over and totaled in the middle of the road. Now, if I'd been behind it, I would have been involved, probably killed. But something made me fall asleep. So when I get too tired to travel, I take a nap. When I get too drunk to walk, I sit down right where I am. You get too drunk to walk, you sit right there and then, because that's where you're supposed to be.
Huh. You know, the reason I wanted to be a pastor was because of the Christmas Eve service when I was a kid. I mean, you came out different than when you went in, right? There were magic in a way. And what really made it magic was that it happened every year. You could look forward to it. Rejuvenation by appointment. But that's just a word. Rejuvenation. What does it mean? To be made young again. And what does it mean to be young? All things are wondrous and never stop being so, and have at their center a bright, good core, despite all the little things that eat at you, despite all that says it isn't there. Hidden at the center of everything is that goodness. That's what it is to be young, and that's what it did. That's what it meant something. That's all I wanted to do.
And what'd you say to that preacher?
Nothing, I don't think.
Well, there you go. You don't know what you did. Look, I saw plenty of people, plenty of kids walk down these steps with smiles on their faces. And probably not just because they got to sing about puppies and see a structure fire up close. You have no idea what you did tonight. But if you could appreciate what you don't, if you could remember what it felt like to be sick when you're well, if you could see the good you do, I mean, if you could see it, this whole thing, it'd be a piece of cake. But you can't, so it's not. Yeah, it reminds me, of one of those Christmas Eves where it could just start snowing. You know, you come out of somewhere and there's this big white fluffy flakes coming down. I mean, that is always as good as they say it is.
Yeah, it's a good 15 degrees too warm to start snowing.
Still, it'd be something, wouldn't it? I did like your sermon, though.
Oh, you didn't even hear it.
Oh, I heard it.
The doors were closed.
I heard it.
You were passed out.
I heard it.
Oh, yeah? Which part did you like?
The beginning. The part about the child.
Oh, well, thank you.
Go ahead. Do that part.
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Oh, of course you do. Plus, you got to reciprocate for that whiskey there.
We are gathered here tonight to celebrate the birth of a child who was born and nothing was ever the same after that. A child who was born and the world was forever changed. But I don't think Jesus Christ would begrudge me in saying that that happens every time a child is born. Tonight, this Christmas Eve, look around your family, look at your friends and rejoice. Because all around you, a child came into this world and nothing was the same after that. Tonight, let us celebrate all the children who are given unto us, because with every one of them, the world was forever changed.
Yep.
You don't think it was like a touch sacrilegious?
I don't really believe sacrilegious is a thing.
I tried to do what other people thought I should do, and that didn't work. And then I tried to do what I thought I should do, and that worked even worse. And I have no idea what I was supposed to do, except that I should have offered an offering.
Offering? Oh shit! I didn't even think of that. Hey, let me give you something.
That's all right.
No. I want to. Hold on.
Thanks. Oh, it's Missouri. Yeah. I was born in Missouri. So.
No kidding. I was born in Missouri too. Whereabouts?
It's some little town no one ever heard of in the northwest.
Oh. I'm from some little town no one's ever heard of in the southeast.
I almost thought that was going to be like one of those moments.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of those moments too.
But it wasn't. It wasn't.
Nope. Sure, it would have been something though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have.
Oh, thanks, shit. I knew I was doing something. Offering.
Dad goes back into his pockets, pulls out a thick stack of $100 bills, hands it to Brendan. Brendan slowly registers the money.
This is like $10,000.
Oh shit, is it? Hold on.
Back into his pockets and hands him another equally sized stack.
Sorry about that. Knew there was more in there. What'd I tell you about pockets?
Who are you?
I'm the worst guy you know. Now that you met me, it was probably used to be somebody else, but now that we've met, I'm the worst guy you know. You watch the news and some big company does something and 1,000 people lose their jobs. That was me. You read about most people not having enough because some people have too much. That's me too. Don't believe me? You're holding my Christmas bonus. No, you're holding a tiny fraction of my Christmas bonus. You know who gets that much cash as a Christmas bonus? Bad guys, man. Bad guys. So, a friend of mine, another guy, just like me, we blew the chance of Christmas with our families a long time ago. We started this Christmas Eve tradition. We'd pick some little town nearby, and we would take our Christmas bonuses and go on a little bar crawl. You go in, order a drink, leave $1,000 tip. On to the next place, another bar, another drink, $1,000 tip. On to the next place, till we emptied out our pockets, so we'd say. Except he died in the fall. So I had to go at it alone this year. I tried to do it for the both of us, and that's how we get back around to being too drunk to walk. Scrooge night. Have your yearly Ebenezer transformation and give it all away. Except we'd go right back to being the same old Scrooge again on the 26th. That's what really happens, isn't it? That's why everybody watches every year, every December, because Scrooge always starts as Scrooge again. And he always has a brand new chance to get better. I mean, that's what feels good, that chance. The getting better every year. I don't know what staying better feels like, but I bet you it don't have nothing on getting better. Can you do it? Can it work? Can you make up for the whole rest of the year in just one night? I don't know either.
See, right there, that was a chance for me to give some wise pastorly advice. And what did I say? I don't know. I didn't want it to be about this. I didn't want it to be about getting something. I wanted it to be about giving something or doing something, saying something.
You ever think maybe it's not all about what you say, you son of a bitch? Maybe it's about what, just by being here, you allow other people to say. Maybe you don't have to do anything. Might just get more points for just showing up than you think.
Huh. Are you at all concerned that your friend's going to show up all translucent and clanking with, some warnings? Or...
Well, it'd be good to see him regardless.
It's not too late for Christmas with your family.
No, it is. Don't let people tell you it's never too late, because that's not so. There is too late, and watch out for it. And so endeth my sermon.
Thad picks up the money, hands it to Brendan again.
I can't accept this donation.
Sure you can. Besides, it'll make me feel good. And that's your job, to make folks feel good. You're trying to make up for the whole year in one night too. It's about getting better, the chance to get better.
Why do you look so homeless?
Well, it gets a little fuzzy back there, but I'm fairly certain I fell down a pretty serious hill of some sort.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, can we sing a goddamn song, please?
Wait, can we what?
I love Christmas carols. I deny it. I say I don't, but I love them, and I haven't sung one all year. So can we sing a goddamn song, please?
Okay. So what do you want to?
How should I know? But you're the professional.
Okay. All right. God rest ye merry.
Good choice. Good choice. Money well spent. Bet. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing ye dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day. to save us all.
There is a loud concussion in the distance. Another one. They continue.
What the hell was that?
That is Silent Night fireworks.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a neat idea.
I have no opinion.
Back to the song.
You know, could we, if it's okay with you, I just, you know,
You want to sing it about the dogs?
I was just thinking of old Bert working so hard on dozens of puppy carols, and it seems a shame to only have sung them once.
Dogs it is.
A single snowflake flutters down. Another one. It's snowing.
Well, would you look at that? What'd I tell you? Just as good as they say it is. Sure is something.
No.
Not too warm after all.
No, it is too warm. That's not snow. That is Fred dumping the ashes from the church fire on us from the balcony window.
Sorry!
It's all right, Fred.
I thought these came in on the other side of the building.
They don't.
I didn't think anyone was down there.
There is.
Oh! Fireworks! Oh, they started! Oh, I can see them from up here. Red and green and white. Oh, they're beautiful! They're wondrous!
Yes. Yes, they are, aren't they?
The fireworks continue to go off. Another batch of snowflakes falls down.
Why would he keep dropping the ashes out the window?
They take a moment and pass the flask.
God rest ye little terriers.
We will find you a home.
You will not have to wander those dark, cold streets alone.
You'll have a spot that's safe and warm, complete with a home.
I hope you are better behaved.
Better behaved.
I hope you'll be better behaved.
End of play. Yes, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Let's say hello to the cast one more time here. Say hello, everybody. Take a bow, take a wave, take a drink. Hey, we finally moved it up here. Hey, another thanks to Blair Cagney for some wonderful singing in there. Wow, boy, can she get high. Well, I should have phrased that better. You get up there. You know, I'm scared of heights. I can't, but that was, Blair, great job. Wow. Yeah, thank you very much, folks. I hope you have a happy holiday and all that. And I don't know what else we're supposed to say, but hopefully that's it. I know you're tired of me. So, hey, listen, God bless everybody, all of us. Merry everything.